I hope you don't mind me asking, but how do you get your shirts on in the morning? I guess so. You in the market for some supplies, friend? Because I'm from Rawatai. Or, to be more specific, my ancestral home's been part of the Empire for decades. Few generations now. The usual way, I guess. Their soldiers beat ours. I guess it used to. When I was younger, I grew up hearing stories of the time before from my grandparents. But they were children themselves when Rawatai took over. Some wax romantic about the old days. Anyways, I'm just trying to make a living. That's why I'm here, after all. I don't know. I never known anything else. We've got the Rawataians' fancy new irrigation canals now, and the roads have gotten better. The ones leading into Tekoa, anyhow. Funny thing is, the further you go on them, the nicer everything gets, and the more it all looks like this. That's a better subject. I've got all sorts of goods and supplies. Take a look before you head back out. Take a look.
Meet her eye when you've got bad news. She respects that.
I don't think she likes me. I spent most of my career escorting foreign ships.
Many have. She's got nothing against scramble routes, but don't stare at her hand.
If this is about the Hazatoa tournament, I've got nothing to do with that, all right? I just serve the drinks. Some of the soldiers and sailors get to making unwise bets when they play. Like I said, I keep out of it. None of the regulars are looking for new opponents, though, if that's what you're asking. All the better for you, trust me. They always pay on time. They're run by the Ronganui, so they should, right? Also, I'm from a town near Tekoa. Rautai's full of all kinds of kith, not just Amawa. But the Amawa have a long history at sea. They make up a lot of sailors and soldiers, including most of the ones that ended up here. Sorry, I'm really only supposed to sell to captains working for the Royal Deadfire Company.
Looking for a pistol or an arquebus? Rawatai makes the finest guns in Aora, and I make the finest guns in Rawatai. craftsmanship. If you ask my superiors at Imperial Command, they'll tell you our main exports are saltpeter and metal. Those are just things. They're prized because of what we do with them. Rauatayan industry is about discipline, precision, mastery of a careful art. Those qualities guide all that we build.
I'm not going anywhere like this.
I'm sorry, but this area is strictly off-limits. Private property of the Royal Deadfire Company, that's what. Sorry, my orders come from the Hazanui herself. All it would take is one stray flame, one errant spark. No, I'm sorry, but you really don't understand.
So you defeated this ship-devouring beast all by yourself?
I'm telling you, you just have to aim for the eyes.
Bleeding me dry. All I needed was a few damn components. What? I haven't the time necessary to illuminate you. Be on your way.
Good day, traveler. I see you've taken an eye to my instruments. If you've any interest in the medical sciences, you need only ask. Well then, questions? I'm a researcher in the medical sciences. And before you ask, no, I don't mean animancy. Neither do I mean magic, nor, gods forbid, necromancy. Medicine. Study of the kith body, its inner workings and such. I've misgivings about magic use. It's useful, I'll grant you that. But it's a crutch. Stunts our scientific development, you understand. Makes me a bit unpopular, as you can no doubt imagine, which is why I've got this arquebus here. A patient of mine died under questionable circumstances. One morning they were fine, and the next they were dead. Someone is trying to discredit my work, I just know it, but they won't succeed. I came here to the archipelago to evade my rival's attempts at sabotage, and there certainly is quite a lot of work in the Deadfire, I must tell you. I've told you of my troubles. I suppose it's the least I can do. Settle in now. I've got a lecture prepared for just this occasion. Of course, it will cost you 3,000 copper. Should you change your mind, you'll find me here.
I have not the coin to fatten the pockets of priests. Ado, Watcher.
Candles and bombs. Shining God, light your path, stranger. Can I interest you in any of our wares? We gathered what we could. Much of our coin goes towards feeding those in need over at the temple. Thank you, ma'am. Tell me, are you someone who walks the path that coin lays out before you? In death, they steer your soul, but in life, you are bound to coin. Transmuting actions into payment is the alchemy that orders our world. All things turn on the axis of a coin bond. I pay bounties so that death can bring order to life. Would you help me continue the cycle? The next time payment crosses our hands, let it be in the execution of a bond, a vow, a bounty. If you would forge a coin bond, I know of people on these islands who must die. Their fate is already decided. The coin wishes only to collect. Dugra the Ascetic is wanted for crimes against his monastic order. His people have made a coin bond for his death. The Orlan wanders the wilderness on the island of Crookspur, northwest of Nekataka. Speak freely, I say. I am a paladin of the Gold-Packed Order. Since taking my oath, I have never been absent of work and duty for longer than an afternoon. I also enjoy knitting on occasion.